Okay. Set.
Yeah.
And action.
Hi, I'm John, a cameraman for Holiday Extras, and normally you'd be used to seeing Sean, Amy and Kate sitting here, but today I'm afraid you're stuck with me. And you may be asking why I'm sitting here. Well, this is the first in a series of insights into how we film the videos you see on our channel and the equipment that we use. And sitting in front of me, it's quite an exciting day for us, is our freshly delivered DJI Inspire 1. And you'll be seeing two boxes here because we've got the dual controller version. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I'm sure you want to know what's in the box, and so do I, because I sure as heck have been looking forward to getting this through the post. So I'm just going to pop the big one out of the way for a minute and open the smaller one first of all. This is freshly packed, so genuinely have no idea what I'm going to find in here. Hopefully a DJI Inspire 1. So I've got my Stanley knife here, so just going to have a little slit on the box here, and we'll see what goodies are inside. Precision cutting there, and in we go. And we have retract, plenty of packing, so that's good, it's a good sign. Now I'm going to mess up my studio now, so I'm going to have to tip it on the floor. Don't tell the ladies. Okay, let's get out of the way. And it looks like, first of all, we have got the second controller, I would imagine. I imagine the first one is in the main box. Very nicely packaged there, very classy. Can't see any damage at all, so that's looking good. So we're just going to put that over there for a minute and move on to the big one. It's not the lightest thing in the world, it's fairly light, but as you can see I've carried it over to the studio, so it's got a few bends in the top of it on the straps there. Nothing more inciting than a guy taking sellotape off on YouTube, is there? So obviously always be careful of your fingers when you're in a hurry to unwrap the flying machine. Box out the way. So what's striking me about the case is that it feels pretty durable. I'm not sure it's quite what we're used to. We have very, very hard cases for our travel because, let's face it, they get quite a battering when you go abroad with the airlines and everything. So I'm not sure this case is necessarily going to stand up to an airline for a prolonged period of time. So you may have to look at getting a slightly more durable case, but I think to start with, it'll be okay. So nothing's going to be moving around too much in here because it basically sits over the top of the Inspire. It's going to stop things jiggling around too much. Got our spare props in here, so I believe we have, how many do we have here? 4 and 4, so we've got a spare set of props, which is really nice. I'm sure we're going to be needing those. We've got our flight battery here, which is a 4500 milliamp, 22.2 volt LiPo pack, so that is a 6L 4500 milliamp capacity. I believe you can get a 5700 milliamp as well, but for us we're not going to be going for that because you can't actually take those on planes. From what I understand, your maximum capacity on a plane is 4500, so we'll be sticking with those. But if you don't do international travel, or if you just use this for leisure, playing around with, it will probably make sense to go for a battery with that little bit more capacity and a little bit more flight time. And here we go with our controller. So very, very solid. I have to say that from what I saw on the internet, it looked like these would seem a little plasticky and flimsy. They don't. This is extremely solid. You can feel there's a lot of metal on there because it's pretty cold to the touch. Feels like a very, very solid unit. I've used the Spectrum DX7 and DX8s in the past, and to be honest with you, it feels just as solid, if not more solid than those. So I'm liking the feel of that straight away. That looks like a very nice unit. And then you have your iPad, iPod, phone, any other tablet device really, holder here. So let's just put that down there for the moment. We've got various leads here. I think these are all to do with the light bridge and the connections and everything, so take a look at those later. I'm sure very important. In here we have the strap, so I'd imagine that's our transmitter strap. Again, feels very, very good quality roller. Feels very solid. Everything, I have to say, everything seems very, very good quality in here. Obviously it is an expensive product, but you know, you would expect sometimes companies to take shortcuts or maybe give you slightly plastic things, but not DJI. It feels very, very good quality. Now, down here, now this is what I wanted to address. Now, apparently on these, early on, you had some issues with props potentially coming loose, and it was decided that DJI were going to introduce prop locks. Now, I didn't know whether we were going to get these or not. We do, so it's really good. I think we've got, looks like 4 in there. Yeah, prop locks, very important. Make sure you use them. The last thing you want is to lose a prop in flight and have your sort of £2.5 grand DJI Inspire fall out of the sky. So they'll definitely be going on. So with the battery, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about this when we do a technical insight soon as well. Been reading up on these batteries. I'm extremely impressed with the technical spec. Apparently they self-discharge if you leave them for too long, fully charged and everything. So that sounds very encouraging. I'm going to sort of have a good old look at the batteries and run through that in our technical insight. And we've got a cable here. I'm not entirely sure at this point. I think that's the charging lead for the transmitter and the LiPo cells. We've got in here now. I'd imagine this is the camera. Okay, here we go. So our lovely 4K video camera and 12 megapixel stills camera, and you've also got your filters in there as well for putting on the end, so that's lovely. Nice robust case, that's really good. It would be a little bit of a worry if the camera's sort of floating around in the case, especially if you do international travel, but no, I think they're going to be very secure in there, so that's nice, good to see. We've got a little cardboard box here. Now I imagine this is all the documentation, everything. You certainly want to be reading this. The options on these things are quite incredible, and there is a lot to digest, so don't forget to read that. And we've got down here our little quality control sticker, 15th of February 2015. So obviously this is a very new Inspire, which would explain why we've got the prop locks in there as well. Prop locks aren't expensive, but obviously it's better if you get them in the kit, so again, make sure you got them. Time to lift out the main event, and straight away, well, I mean, this is a seriously impressive piece of kit. It really is. Pretty light. I mean, obviously hasn't got the LiPo in there at the moment. Feels very, very solid. Got your plastic top there, your carbon struts and everything. It's very, very nice. Looks very futuristic. Very, very nice indeed. Have a good look at that later on. Yeah, so that's really our unboxing video. I'm not going to go into too much detail about anything else at the moment. We're going to hopefully have a flight with this afternoon if the weather stays good and we can get it all working, which I'm sure we can. And make sure you check back soon, see how our maiden flight went, and for various technical insights on various things to do with the Inspire 1.